Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome down on the ranch with Dr. Lee. It is a chilly mid-December morning. A pretty frigid wind blowing from the north. It's about 40 degrees outside right now, but it should warm up a little bit the rest of the afternoon, so we'll get some work done today. Anyway, guys, I just kind of wanted to get you up to date with what's been going on out here on the ranch. You probably remember a video I made about a year ago called Paradise Lost, and here's how it started out. Yep, that's a big machine crushing my neighbor's forest. My neighbor had a gorgeous ranch, a few hundred acres with beautiful trees. The same creek that goes through our property runs through that property, so just a big old beautiful creek and just a great piece of land. Yet they decided to sell out to big business. According to the law, a developer cannot easily go through there and destroy the forest to put a subdivision in. So the owner did that first, and then the developer comes in later. So frustrating thing. One of the biggest frustrating things is we had previously told our neighbor if they ever decide to sell their property to sell us a strip along the border between our land and their land, so we'd have a buffer against whatever came in, but that did not happen. So it is what it is. And back to our forgiveness video, I've forgiven everyone, and you know, we'll just have to deal with it. So I'm not going to let it eat me up. But the changes we've seen have been very, very frustrating and disheartening. And one in particular, and you guys commented about this early on, was what's going to happen to all the wildlife whose homes were destroyed by this machine that went through there and tore up all the trees and spit them out on the ground. Well, we're seeing that now. We're seeing a tremendous imbalance of Mother Nature right now. And you know, Mother Nature handles change, but Mother Nature usually does that over a period of time, and this has happened extremely abruptly. So now, just like my old buddy Tom, who over the last few weeks became overrun with predators on his ranch, the mountain lion at first and now coyotes, that's what we're seeing. Over the past few years, we've only seen a few coyotes at a time, and now we're hearing them howling every night. And they're running around in packs. They run in singles most of the time, but at night they'll get together and pack, and then that's when they go do their damage. And that's really, really disruptive to the natural balance of small animals. And the small animals I'm referring to are raccoons, rabbits especially, porcupines, skunks, you name it, you know, all the little bitty animals that are out here running around. There's a natural balance. And when you start getting more predators, then that balance gets skewed. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. You know, also, you know, I worry about my three-legged deer, because deer that can't quickly get away from a predator, those predators are going to key on them first and take them down. And he's become a favorite. I'm sure you've already figured that out. And I think he's a favorite of yours as well. But also older animals, and even older animals like this. You know, Bud runs the ranch. He's no match to coyotes. And of course, Marty, you know what can you say about him? In his mind, he thinks he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof. He would attack a coyote in a New York minute, and even a group of coyotes. So I don't really know where this is going to wind up. But nevertheless, we're just seeing more and more and more coyotes coming through. We're seeing feral hogs coming through, and in numbers that we haven't seen previously. They've always been here, but they usually hang down on the creek and in some thickets. But the hogs are coming close to the house. This the one video I just showed you, that's probably 100 yards from the house. So they're getting bold and brave. They're getting pushed out of their homes, so they have to do the best they can. And you know, it's hard to be angry with them, because you know, they're just doing what they do. They're feeding their families. They're trying to get by and survive the best they can. So it's just a mess. It's urban sprawl in its worst case scenario. And also with new subdivisions and commercial developments and whatever else we're going to wind up with here, you got to provide water and sewer. And in the last month or two, there's a company that's been boring under the creek that runs through our property, the big creek that you've seen quite a bit on our videos. And in doing so, evidently they use some type of chemicals or some type of different compounds, and those are used to help in the drilling and boring process as they go under creeks and run water lines and sewer lines under the creeks. Well, you got to do something with all of that stuff you put in, and when you get it out on the other side, according to the people in the know, and I am not one of those, but you're supposed to put that in a pit, let it dry out, and then the compounds are supposed to be removed. So somehow the company that did all of this work, they just piled it up on the side of the cliff, and it ran all the way down the cliff and into the creek. And you can see that here. This water is not supposed to be turquoise right here. That's an area where all that stuff ran down the side of the cliff. They did try to do a cleanup. They did try to wash the cliff, and they got a lot of it off. But they left quite a bit of it, and I guess what's in the water is going to have to stay in the water. So now we worry about what's going to happen to all the animals that drink out of the creek, when God only knows what it is that's lying in the bottom of our creek, what's going to happen to the fish, what's going to happen to the entire ecosystem. So very, very depressing. Like I said, looks like the ranch is under attack right now, and I don't know where this is going. We may just have to pack up and leave because the reasons we came here in the first place are rapidly disappearing one by one. But on the other hand, I'm probably here for a reason, and somebody's got to take care of the ranch. So that may be my calling in life, folks. Only time will tell. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're getting ready for Christmas. Man, our grandkids are charged up. You just mentioned Christmas and they light up like the tree and start talking. They are really, really having fun with the season. So I hope your family's getting ready for the big day, for the big holidays. And I hope the spirit of Christmas is with you all. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by on Out on the Ranch with Dr. Lee. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thank you for leaving all the beautiful and wonderful comments you always do. You guys know I love you, and we will look forward to seeing you soon. Y'all take care now. Bye-bye. So what you doing there, Al?
Neutering a dog, Dad.
All right. Who's gonna learn you?
That's a mistake.